Okay, today we're going to make a bread. I have 1 1/4 cup of flour in this bowl. I have 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast, but you could use one package of yeast. 1 teaspoon of salt, and I used 1 cup of very warm water. And I'm going to stir this, and I will take a 2nd cup of flour and begin to add more flour to this. Now this is what they call a fricassea bread, okay? And it's a really, really good bread. It's a thinner bread. I'm going to mix this in here. And then I'm going to pour it out. I'm going to flour my table here. And I'll pour it out and I'll begin to knead the bread. As you can see, there we go. I'm going to start kneading this. Just gathering up that flour that's on there and working it in slowly. And then I'm going to roll it out, okay? Now I've got a pizza pan that I'm going to use for this, but if you have cake pans, you could use, but you need to make 2 doughs. You need to take this dough and cut it in half and roll out 2 separate round discs with this one dough, because this one dough is too much for a cake pan. It would overflow. Now I greased this pizza pan, but I used corn oil, okay? I think corn oil gives it a little bit more of a buttery type flavor, which is really, really good. Now I rolled it out a little too much. I should have put my pan over the dough to make sure I didn't roll it out too far, but I'm kind of stuck trying to smash it in there, and get it. But that's okay. It's still going to turn out just fine. And I'm going to set this in and let it rise. And then when it rises completely, I'm going to show you what I do next, which is what gives the fricassea bread its unusual uniqueness to it. The spoon, okay? Before I bake this, I'm going to push down little indentations into this bread. And then on the top of this, I'm going to season it with rubbed sage. Not sage powder, but rubbed sage. Now you could saute onions and put over the top of this. Olives, chopped up olives over it. It depends on the luncheon meat or the type of meat or sandwich you're going to use to make this. Since it's going to be turkey sandwiches for me, now I'm going to bake this in the oven. And then I'm going to take it out. And I'm going to cut it. Now, like I said, depending on what kind of sandwich you make, is what you put on top of it. Okay? You know those little Subway sandwich deli type packets they sell to make sub sandwiches? Well, forget sub bread. This is awesome with it. It really, really is. And I'm just going to cut this open. Now, what you put in the center, as far as like lettuce, tomatoes, whatever you want, I don't use lettuce or tomatoes. I'm kind of scared of lettuce. Every time I turn around, I'm watching on the news how it has E. coli. And so I'm kind of hesitant to use lettuce. But here, if you want to, you go ahead. I'm putting mayonnaise. You can put mustard, mayonnaise. I'm going to put some avocado because we love avocado. My Nutter Butter loves this sandwich. He just does. He loves it. And so I'm going to put avocado on it. Now I have some turkey that I'm warming up in a pan. I put a little bit of lard in my pan. You can use oil, whatever you prefer, to warm up or reheat my turkey. This is my leftover turkey sandwich. But I do not make my turkey sandwiches with store-bought bread. I don't like it. I don't care for store-bought bread. And this is such an easy bread, I can make any kind of sandwich with it. Ham, whatever I want. So, here we go. I'm going to put some turkey on this. Oh, the smell and the taste. My Nutter Butter said, hurry, hurry. He loves this bread and he loves it. as sandwiches. He just does. Says it has an awesome flavor to it, and it does. And it's not hard to make. It's simple. And what's great about it is it doesn't require much flour. So if flour becomes a real issue, this only takes maybe 2 cups. That's about it. 2¼ cups of flour. And that's it. And the baking time is real quick too. Look at that sandwich. Now that's a sandwich. Absolutely wonderful. Well, God bless you, and may you have a very blessed day.